Guys, this is a perfect example of why SLIPLO could work on so many different cases. If you notice, this car it's pretty new, and it's already been very, very beat up because it's lowered. And this was a very common issue, especially with high performance cars like this that are lowered. And even if they are not lowered, they still have this issue. In this case, it's very extreme, a lot of hit, but this client still wants to protect this because he's constantly has to buy a new set. We're gonna start with our 70% isopropylene rubbing alcohol and our microfiber towel to give it a nice clean. I do recommend in a lot of cases to kind of clean it with even a heavier kind of a remover. I personally like gasoline, but it's really up to you what you want to use. Just in case, if, for example, if it has some kind of a ceramic coating or some kind of a protective coating that's been placed on this and it's a brand new car, it's best to clean it off and strip it before you go ahead and stick the adhesive on. So we get the alcohol on there and we give it a nice wipe. We want to make sure we get it nice and clean. This is my second time wiping it down, but it's always good to go over. So we're gonna take our Pro-Bond adhesive promoter. We're gonna pour some in our little bucket. I'm gonna go ahead, take my little brush here, dip it in here. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and nicely make sure you're getting all those little cracks, especially in an application like this where you have a lot of scratches and dents and damage. We're gonna go ahead and let it sit for about 5 minutes and dry, and then we're gonna come back to our next step. Next step is to actually find the center point on this front carbon fiber lip. So what I'm gonna do is take my measuring tape, use a piece of tape and kind of like, you know, the beginning, put it at the edge and kind of wrap this around all the way to the other edge and get my exact measurements. So we got 86 inches here. So we're gonna take that and divide it in two. And we're gonna have 43 is our center point. I'm gonna take my grease pencil, which is white here, and I'm gonna mark my center point. Take off the measuring tape and we move on to the next step. Continue with my second template. Perfect. Just kind of use. So now we're gonna go ahead and SLIPLO unit. Put it on our little bench here. And what I'll do with the template, I like to start from the center point and line up the notch and kind of work it one side and then to the other. I'm gonna kind of trim from that point on. I actually like to pull this second piece back like this so I don't cut into the adhesive as I'm moving forward on this cutting step. Now that we got our units cut to size and we have them ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and start applying them. Again, I'm gonna start from my first piece, which is my center point, and remove the double-sided adhesive tape backing. Here you wanna make sure you stay away from about 1/8 of an inch back from where the curve begins. You don't wanna be going over the curve, because then you're not gonna get the adhesive to stick properly. Line it up, 1/8 of an inch back.
SLIPLO Universal, skid plate, it's tough as nails. SLIPLO Universal.
I'm Dr. Scrape, that's the M3. Let's install some SLIPLO.